always. Even if I'm not ready, I'm going to be ready.
That's what we do.
I'm hairy. I'm getting hairier. I'm getting hair on my nipples. I got hairy legs.
I got hairy legs.
In the words of Joe Biden, I got hairy legs. Have you ever seen that video?
I have, yeah. It's fucking weird.
Play that real quick for everybody. I think they'll like that. I got hairy legs. I've got hairy legs. There we go.
I learned a lot. And I learned that it makes a difference. This was the diving board area, and I was one of the guards, and there weren't a lot of, there was a 3-meter board.
What?
And if you fell off sideways, you landed on the darn cement over there.
The darn.
And Corn Pop was a bad dude. And he ran a bunch of bad boys. And I did. And back in those days, to show how things have changed, one of the things you had to use, if you pomade in your hair, you had to wear a bathing cap. And so he was up on the board, wouldn't listen to me. I said, hey, Esther, you, off the board, or I'll come up and drag you off. Well, he came off, and he said, I'll meet you outside. My car, these were all public housing behind it. My car, there was a gate out here. I parked my car outside the gate. And he said, I'll be waiting for you. He was waiting for 3 guys in straight razors. Not a joke.
All the
There's a guy
urban
kids
kids behind him.
Right,
know what the fuck's going on.
The only white guy, and he did all the pools. He was the mechanic. And I said, what am I going to do? He said, come down here in the basement where mechanics, where all the pool filter is. You know the chain, there used to be a chain that went across the deep end. And he cut off a 6-foot length of chain. He folded up, he said, you walk out with that chain. And you walk to the car and say, you may cut me, man, but I'm going to wrap this chain around your head. I said, you kidding me? He said, no, if you don't come back. And he was right. So I walked out with the chain. And I walked up to my car. And they had, in those days, you used to remember the straight razor. You'd bang them on the curb, get them rusty, put them in a rain barrel, get them rusty.
What the fuck is he
And I
talking
looked
about?
at him, but I was smart then. I said, first of all, I said, when I tell you get off the board, you get off the board, and I'll kick you out again, but I shouldn't have called you Esther Williams. I apologize for that.
Like, this all seems AI.
But I didn't know that apology was going to work. He said, you apologize to me? I said, I apologize for that, not for throwing you out, but I apologize for what I said.
This isn't even the video I'm looking for.
Let her roll, man.
And it's time for a president who understands.
I gotta find it,
Coldplay
man.
is the
Where
best
is it?
band in the world.
I got hairy legs that turn, that turn.
Yeah, that was it.
It's that video, yeah.
Legs that turn, that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down. I got hairy legs that turn, that turn blonde in the sun.
I would just like to know his train of thought while he's giving this speech. Like it's all.
He's fun.
Yeah, no, absolutely,
He's a lot of
absolutely.
fun.
But
I got hairy legs.
it sounds like he was like, it's one of our episodes.
Worse.
Yeah, it might be a little worse.
I was flipping through some old transcripts that of our our episodes have been transcribed on like Apple Podcasts now. So it's cool because I can go through and I can search keywords if I'm looking for like something old that we talked about. I'm trying, and I can type in the words and it'll find it in the episodes now, which is really helpful.
That is really cool.
And
yeah, because we get a lot of people that are asking for which episode this happened on.
And it makes it a little bit easier. Still a little tricky, but it makes it a lot easier.
Right.
And I was reading through one of the transcripts, and I'm reading it, and I'm like, we sound like child predators right here. I couldn't even really tell what we were talking about, but I couldn't imagine being like an ad agency or something,
right? And
thinking like, I want to put my fucking shit right between these, right here. This is where I want it to go.
It's like very weirdly out of context.
It's very weird.
Which, I mean, I don't think there's ever really a good context to listen to us, but it is what it is. Yeah. You guys still fucking do.
Speaking of which, welcome YouTube. We still haven't started the episode yet. We were just listening to Joe Biden talk about his hairy legs for a little bit. Welcome in, and so thankful for all of you. There's a lot to hop on. You normally read the names. There's too many names to read this time.
Yeah, it's pretty
You guys all hopped on here.
Pretty thick.
We're very thankful for that.
Yeah.
Thankful for all of you, and we we are gonna have an anniversary episode, and if you don't like it, if you're not down with fucking DX,
It don't fucking matter, man.
we got 2 words for you.
Yeah.
Suck it.
So fucking suck it. Suck it.
One of the questions in the episode is, why doesn't Rob moan anymore? You just kind of moaned a little bit.
Yeah,
so.
man, people get mad.
I don't get mad.
I don't fucking know, man.
Doesn't bother me. Right, I come down here, I'm like,
You just replay the moans over and
he's
over
not
again.
moan. If I don't come down here and hear moan sounds, I'm kind of, what is it even worth? It's not even worth.
Fuck.
It's not even worth doing this shit anymore. It's not even worth being alive anymore.
Right, yeah.
I got hairy legs.
Love it.
I need to put a fucking cot out for that Amazon driver. That dumb bitch is here so
I'll
much.
I'll definitely have to take a pit stop in the middle of this episode. I can
That's
tell you.
fine.
Maybe not even in the middle. I
You
pissed
just-
when I got here, and I probably got to piss again.
You just pee. Do you want to pee before we start?
It ain't gonna help. I mean, I can't pee. Yeah.
I'm not making you. I'm not your father. If you.
Yeah, I need to go.
Okay. He pushed on it. We might have had a little bit of emergency there. I don't know. But YouTube, hi, how's everybody doing? Grandma's not dead. She's around, dog. She's still around. She's just waiting for the right time to come out and play. But you can't shun her out. Guy says, "Hey Nick, how about a flex for the camera?" Well, I don't know if you've quite earned that. I don't want to embarrass myself. Congratulations on 9 years. I finally caught up, and I've listened to every episode. I found you just under 2 years ago. I'm starting from the beginning again. That guy with the 802. Well, I'm sorry you've put yourself in that predicament, but we're very grateful, very gracious that you get to listen to my dog bark. She out there.
There's 2 cats out there.
Yeah, man. There's,
Love it.
lots of kitties.
Hell yeah.
Okay. I think we're ready.
Okay. I'm ready.
We ready. We ready. We ready. All right. Got a little out of control for a second there. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Is it an anniversary or a birthday?
Good question. Yes.
Happy birthday, dear Nick and Robert of Brohio. Nicholas, no.
What?
Happy birthday anniversary to you.
Birthniversary.
It's the birthniversary of 9 years of us doing this podcast.
We're officially old enough to get fucked by your uncle.
Well,
Hell yeah.
we weren't old enough then, and we're not old enough now, but we'll play the part.
Sold.
We'll put the little dress on for him. We'll put the lipstick on that he likes, and we'll take that duckin',
Perfect.
turducken.
Love it.
And we could not have this episode if it wasn't for all of you. There's a lot of you that have tuned in from the very beginning. There's lots of new listeners. There's lots of next generational listeners.
Ooh, that sounds weird.
We have people whose kids are listening to this podcast.
Yeah.
One of our greatest friends of the show, someone I grew up with, love him dearly, Ryan Shriver. I saw him out. We were getting our pictures for, what was it, 8th grade farewell dance.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked, we were shaking hands, and I saw like this teenage boy standing behind him. It looked like he was dancing around like he had to pee.
Right.
Like he
Like
was
me?
Yeah, kind of squirming, just
Yeah.
kind of tap dancing and spinning in circles.
Yeah.
I think he started chewing on rocks for a second.
Just like me.
Then my friend Ryan looked at him, and I thought he was about to tell him, "Go lay down" or something like that.
Yeah.
But he was all antsy because he's a next generation listener.
That's wild.
And he was really excited to come over and talk to me, which I was like, I don't know why anybody would want to be excited to talk to me, man. But, we got next generational listeners, and we've got some of you that you started us in high school, and now you're starting families and buying houses, getting jobs. Some of you didn't have jobs when all this started, and you don't have jobs now. You're just a fucking loser from the beginning all the way until now.
Yeah, some of you lived in tents. Isn't that wild? It's our buddy.
Yeah. Jesse, he started a junkyard tent. Now he's got a structure.
Good for him, man.
We've been with you through loss and triumph and wins and losses and the highs and the low and the ebbs and the flows, and we are honored to be part of that. People say, thank you for being there, and we just want to say thank you for allowing us to be the soundtrack to whatever you're going through. Whether we cheered you up, whether you turned us off because we've upset you in some capacity,
which that's likely,
and that's okay. We're an acquired taste. My children, they live with a celebrity. They live with me, and they take it for granted every single day.
It's like eating ass. Not everybody does it, but those that do.
Everybody wants to.
Yeah, those that do are about step up from everybody else.
You either eat ass or you have your ass eaten. That's the scientific theory of all of it.
That's true.
But what we are looking at today is a 9-year anniversary, and I really was talking to my wife about it, trying to put it in perspective, and I said, babe, it's been 9 years. And she said, is that good?
It depends on which way you're looking at it.
And I said, well, how many other podcasts do you remember that you listened to a decade ago and you're still listening to it? She said, well, I don't listen to podcasts. And I said, well, that's a really stupid fucking question to ask you then, isn't it?
Right.
But I was going to ask ChatGPT, what are the statistics of having a success? I will not toot my own horn here. What are the statistics of having a moderately successful podcast for 9 years? Mm-hmm. Should we do that?
We can, yeah. I'm not sure.
Let's just blow on our own phalluses for a moment.
Yeah. The thing that's hard, and I feel like, and maybe not so much now, but maybe like around the time that we started, I feel like it's people may have expect to see a lot of success at the beginning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we went almost 2 years before we even monetized ourselves.
Yeah, we resisted for a while.
Yeah, we did, 'cause we were like, we're not fucking worth money.
Yeah, we had a lot of other. We had bigger podcasts that were paying to run, that wanted to pay to run on our shows. At one point, we had Time Suck. Dan Cummins come to us.
Yeah.
Well, not him, but his wife that runs the show. She said, I want to pay to run ads on your show. And I sent her an email. I said, we don't want to do, we're not doing it. We'll do a promo swap. If you'll play ours, we'll play yours.
Right.
They didn't want to do it. They wanted to pay to run the ad on the show. And I said, no, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that.
It feels weird, right? Something like that still feels weird.
God fucking damn it, dude.
I keep looking at my phone thinking it was my phone.
No, it's my wife trying to figure out dinner, dude, in a group chat. And I'm just like, let me fucking die. Just
95% of marriages figuring out what the fuck is for dinner.
Yeah. And it's so infuriating.
It's awful. It's so awful because you always got one ungrateful little shit in the house that doesn't want what everybody else wants.
Mondays is reserved for Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
And
that's a good rule.
Why is she not just getting Chick-fil-A?
Right.
Every night. There are roughly 4.5 to 4.7 million podcasts indexed globally right now.
Ooh.
A huge percentage die almost immediately. Only about 37% make it past 1 year. About 42% make it past 2 years, and only about 55% of shows that reach 5 years are still active.
Okay.
Just 34,000 podcasts are older than 10 years in the PodScan dataset of nearly 2.9 million shows.
Wow. Out of 4.7 million, only what, 35?
Yeah. Download-wise, industry benchmarks is surprisingly low. 100 plus downloads in your first 7 days puts you in the top 25% of podcasts. Whereas 1,000 downloads puts you in the top 5%, and 4,700 downloads puts you in the top 1% of podcasts.
Top 1%. Let's fucking go, boy. Woo! Fucking go.
Full transparency. We're doing.
So what are we in, like the 0.3?
I don't know what, but I think we're doing hundreds of thousands, close to a million a month, something like that.
Yeah.
We don't ever really talk about that.
We really don't.
And
but it's weird. It's one of those numbers that it fluctuates.
It does fluctuate.
So it's, on a good month, it's a lot higher than that, and on a bad month, it can be low. And then your ad reach is even more
your
skewed.
impressions.
Yeah, your impressions is
Yep.
It gets really weird.
Yeah. And I want to thank you. I have about I got about one friend that I can count, and he's sitting here with me that I've just like maintained constant contact with over the last 9 years. I shouldn't say I got other friends, but they're not nearly as good as you, man.
Well,
I mean, they really are a letdown when it comes to. And a lot of people kept on asking the question is, who would win in a fight? And I don't think there could ever be a scenario where we could stop laughing long enough to fight one another. I think if like
we end up kissing or something.
I think if we said, okay, we're gonna fight, and then I showed up in like a singlet, and then you showed up in trunks,
like a fucking Yokozuna fucking
and you're like, dude, I forgot my cup, so you're just like you're floating, you're hanging brain, as you like to say.
Hanging brain, yeah.
I don't think we get that. I don't think we can get to the point of physical combat.
Right.
So we'll leave that question unanswered. I'd say.
I mean, you're stronger. I'm faster. It's
exactly what it is.
Pick your poison. You know.
I think if Robert could escape my grasp, if he could stay away for the first 3 seconds, I'm probably fucking hit in the mouth. But if I can get my grubbly paws on him in 3 seconds,
I'm fucked. Yeah.
I'm just gonna fuck him in the.
Oh man!
When I wrestle with my brother, that's what happens. He's like, I'm just gonna fucking get it, and I get him.
That's
and
all.
He's like, fuck, just get it over with.
Yeah,
just get it over with. But I do have a torn rotator cuff right now. I did have that confirmed 2 days ago, but
so it's confirmed.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it happened so long ago that there's a calcium deposit that's starting to grow where the tear was.
Mm-hmm.
So I've essentially got calcium as bone.
So you got calcified fucking.
I've got a calcified tear. And he's like, the tear is not that bad, but that calcium tendonitis or whatever, calcific tendon something. He's like, that's just going to be, it's like pouring gasoline on a fire.
Oh, no.
So I have to get a ultrasonic needle barbotage done.
Damn.
Before I go any further, this is our 9-year anniversary. We're going to take some questions here in a little bit. We're not doing the Patreons this episode. We'll save them for the next episode. There were a few. And then no news article. This is just a wing it episode. We're just talking.
We're just fucking around.
We're just talking. This is what you guys have always wanted.
We're just having fun.
Just talking.
Yeah.
And they're doing an ultrasonic needle barbotage. That's where they hold you down. It's like kind of rapey, but they hold you down.
Sold. I'll take 2.
And they take like a 15 gauge needle, which is a really big boy. And they go into that joint and they start stabbing that calcium deposit.
Ooh.
Some of the videos I've seen, these doctors have to lay on this syringe to get it to penetrate the calcium to break it.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's rough. And I was reading some Reddits about it, people that had it done, and they were like, dude, this is barbaric shit. This fucking hurts. Really looking forward to that. So the doctor said, I can go in there and do the surgery and just pull your tendon back, remove that, but you're talking 6 to 8 months of recovery. And
yeah, my wife had rotator cuff surgery, so.
Oh my God, that's right.
It's pretty rough. Yeah. She still doesn't have full range of motion, and that was probably 2 years ago.
She doesn't do her shit though, does she?
She did at first, yeah, absolutely.
She doesn't do her shit.
But not anymore, no.
I've been really diligent with my PT.
Yeah.
And I have good days and I have bad days, but I really, really, really find so much escape and self That's the word I'm looking for. Just self-growth by going to the gym like I have been doing.
And you're killing it.
Thank you. And that was a Diet Coke burp.
Okay.
A lot of people think, oh, he only drinks water. No, that's a Diet Coke. Okay. And I just couldn't imagine having that just taken from me at the moment.
Right.
But that sounds like what's going to happen. So I just focus on cardio and legs, and whatever I can do, I'll do. But
just do fucking one-arm curls, man. Have you seen that one guy on TikTok that only works out the one side of his body?
he looks like a fucking Mongoloid.
Dude,
Yeah.
he's going to be fucked up. Like,
He's
bad.
already there. He
Yeah.
almost looks like a handicapped person.
He really does.
Stupid.
There's an episode of Rick and Morty where Morty's like got one really big strong arm, and that's kind of what he looks like.
Yeah, man. Is that light off?
It is off.
Okay, let's turn that on real quick.
I just assumed you liked it better this way with a little bit of dark.
I don't think I ever turned it off. It might have blue.
I'll blow it.
Fucking blue.
Oh man, the bulb.
Yep.
Ah shit.
I've got a replacement over there though.
Well, you want to fucking run it?
We'll pause.
We'll pause the episode. I'll keep talking to you guys, which works because I'm 3 Mick Ultras deep, dog. God damn, that light bulb is so fucking big. Holy shit.
That's a hog daddy right there. That's small, man.
Boy, that's a big fucking light bulb. Wow.
You see it?
That's fucking impressive. Like, this is my laptop, and it's bigger than... Wow.
It's definitely not bigger than my dick. I know.
And there's a fried ladybug on it, which is really fucking cool. It's an albino ladybug. All the colors have been burnt off. Oh, hell yeah, dude. We about to be extra pretty. I didn't even fucking point it in the center. It's just pointing
I
at
didn't even
you.
look at it, dude.
It's fucking pointing at you. There we go. Like, damn, man. Just fucking going for it.
All eyes on me. I got my Dr. Dre shirt on.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, we replaced the bulb. We're okay.
All right.
We can get back to what we're talking about. What were we talking about? My shoulder.
Yeah.
But they're going to do that little procedure, and they're going to break it up and suck it out. So they smash it up, and they suck it out.
That's hot.
And he said it's milky.
Ooh.
And I said, does it stink? What's it smell like? He said, you're the first person that's ever asked me that question.
Well.
And he said, probably pretty odorless is what I would say. This is what he said. He said odorless. That's a very doctor word.
Yeah, that's not very
doctorly word.
You don't want to hear that. You want to hear like it stinks like a fucking...
Yeah, I want it to smell like infection, doc.
Like a lizard tail or something.
Can you make it stink? Is there a way we can make it stink so I feel like you're taking something nasty out of my body?
Yeah, like you want to get rid of it?
Like it's an unwiped butt type deal? Speaking of wiping butts, we got a really sad email from Kelly Canterbury, and I do believe she's I think I know who we're talking about here. I think she's one of those type ladies. Okay.
A whore?
No, not one of those kinds you like. Easy on the eyes, you know what I mean?
Ah, looker.
So whenever you guys start thinking about fantasizing about her, well, bros, this is an email, bros. So I am listening to the latest episode, and you mentioned standing to wipe.
Oh God, here we go.
This is sad, dude. I hate reading shit like this. Ugh. I figured I should tell you that I went the first 40 years of my fat life standing to wipe.
Wow.
Now, don't go thinking I'm a nasty fuck. Wiping just took me a significantly longer time and used far more toilet paper. But then one time, I heard you guys making fun of people standing to wipe, and that forced me to take a good hard look at myself and my wiping process.
Okay.
I begrudgingly tried wiping sitting, and after a few times to get used to the strange new process, well, I was sold. So now I'm a sitting wiper because
love it.
It's so much more effective. Also, pro tip, Spread your cheeks when you sit
Oh, yeah.
down.
Dude, yes.
So they're not touching when you shit. That will
Absolutely.
help keep an additional shit off your ass.
Yep.
So thanks for helping me step up my butthole cleaning game! !
Every single time I sit down, I go left cheek first, then I slide to the right cheek, so my ass gets a little open, you know.
I'm so unsure of the process when it comes to this. I've tried that.
Yeah.
And I spread my butt cheeks so hard that it hurts the skin, like my perineum and
You tear your taint.
my paradigm and
Yeah.
the top of my skin crack. What's that little crevice at the top of your butt crack that collects sweat and shit?
There's gotta be.
You know what I'm talking about?
I do know. There's gotta be an
There's
actual name for it.
So much goddamn smudge in there.
That's fucking Satan's equator, boy.
Yeah, brother. That thing collects sweat, hair, dead skin, and shit, and piss.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll smell it and I'm like, why does it smell like pee? That's a really far away from my pee hole. I just don't know, man.
The other day,
I don't like where this is going.
and then this kind of goes with shitting and stuff that feels good. So that's very vague, but I'll get to the point.
No, I understand.
The other day I was doing my business and I fucking was cleaning myself up and I pulled the 3 longest fucking hairs, like stray hairs, obviously from my wife, out of my ass. Not literally out of my ass, but out of my ass crack. and it was glorious. It was nice. It felt good.
You assume they were your wives.
I hope.
Your mother-in-law lives there and you guys share the same washer and dryer.
It's not. Definitely wasn't her hair. She don't have that length. Or the color.
You never know. Something
Man, who knows?
stranger things have happened.
That's true. I'm sure some of them pubes have been going on for 50 years.
This question comes from Bryson Stanfelt. He says, how do you feel about the thought that aliens are already here and they live in the ocean?
Okay.
What do you think?
I think that it is possible. There's a lot of fish that we've found, within the past 15 to 20 years that
Scary bastards, dude.
just seem like, alien creatures.
Mm-hmm.
As for actual aliens, I'm not too sure. I'm not saying it's not plausible. I don't think so.
There's those videos of the UAPs entering the ocean.
Entering the ocean? Yeah, I know. And but it's one of those things where there's 2% of the ocean's been mapped. So it's very possible.
Very possible. We've missed a layer somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Not like a layer of an onion, but like a alien's layer.
Yeah.
Where they sleep
and
and breed.
If you mix in the possibility of them being like interdimensional, maybe there's a fucking portal that they're going into down there.
That is cool to think about.
Yeah. I'm totally on board with the interdimensional travel and, traveling to different realms of, the universe and shit like that.
What about the alleged disclosure that's going on? There's a lot of those. The government released all those videos last week.
The UFO stuff?
You see that?
Yeah.
A lot of good stuff, a lot of fun stuff, a lot of just weird. We don't know what the heck it is, and I love it. And I feel like we're inching towards disclosure. And Alex Jones claims this is Project Bluebeam going on right now, and which will eventually be presented with like a false messiah type deal.
Okay.
That's the pretense of Project Bluebeam, which is one of my favorite topics that we've covered. Is that specific project? So the belief is that they'll use like a holographic Jesus or a holographic alien that they'll claim to be the Messiah, and that's what Alex Jones says is going on right now.
As many old people get fooled by AI. I mean, it's definitely plausible.
It's not even it's everything.
Yeah.
I get so mad driving around old people.
So, I've come to the realization that
they can't drive.
Within the past 10 years, I just don't like old people.
Some of them are pretty dope.
It's a very few and far between. It's like,
I think if I had a Meemaw, she'd be cool.
yeah.
You remember Sewer's grandma?
Yeah.
She was rocking. She's still around, but
Big hair.
big hair. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's lovely. You want to talk about being a high schooler and
Sure.
a woman just putting her business on you.
Sure. And when I say old people, I mean your traditional fucking crabby
Sure.
old white people. You know what I mean? I don't fuck with old white people.
Yeah, they're kind of stupid.
They suck. And we're gonna be an old white person one day, and it kind of sucks.
I hope I'm a cool one.
Yeah, not like a get off my lawn type of person.
And just when you think you get around an old person you like, you're like, oh man, this guy's kind of fun. He's fun.
yeah.
And then you get close enough to smell him, and you're like, God, he stinks. Nothing fucking works with these people. They're either emotionally unstable and you can't smell them, or they're the coolest and you want to learn stuff from. They smell so goddamn bad.
They got a fucking mound in their
You
dungarees.
can't even be around them.
Good old pile.
Walking around farting dust
Oh man.
like an old vacuum machine. Silas Rodriguez, a longtime listener of the show. I want to know your favorite memory about the other person. After listening for 7 years straight, I got to hear some sappy shit.
Man.
You know what? I read this question earlier, and a couple things.
This is a multi-tiered answer for me too.
I can remember times when we were kids where we just kind of laughed until we cried.
Mm-hmm.
Just like kind of going through life on a pretty similar plane,
Yeah.
and just like the coolest part about our friendship is it's always been effortless.
Sure.
Some friends they're like, well, thanks for fucking calling me. Only call me when you want something.
Yeah.
And I can call like there was probably a 10-year gap whenever Robert and I hadn't even talked.
Yeah.
Very just here and there, And I called him and I was like, hey man, I just moved into this new house. My cable's a little messed up. He's like, oh, I just got off work. I'll be right there. Shut up. Right there. And I was like, dude, I gotta do something. I gotta pay you or give you. He's like, it's not like we're friends, man. And it's always been like, and like when you moved, you're like, will you help me? I'm like, well, fuck yeah, I'll help you move.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll do the whole goddamn thing right now.
We fucking moved my entire house.
And we moved the kids were still sleeping on the beds when we moved the house.
Yeah, we fucking moved them into the truck.
And we got it all done. We went to different house. We went all over the place moving
crazy.
stuff. And in my mind, there was never like, man, I got to help this guy move. It was like, I'm happy that I get to help my friend move. I'm happy I get to pay him back for, helping me out. And it's always felt like an effortless friendship.
Absolutely. I think the same.
And I'd say that's like the kind of the synopsis of all of it. But there's been a couple times through this. I think that first cruise we went on,
Yeah.
when I know there were moments of pause where we're just like, man, look at this. Just look at all this. And then I really felt a crescendo in Texas whenever we did our own thing.
Yeah.
And we went across the country, and there was 200 people that came from all over the country. I think there are people that came from out of the country. They came to watch us, and we didn't have an opener. We didn't have a closer.
This is our first show. That was our first show that we did completely by ourselves.
And we just...
Well, our first big show. We had some small local shit, but...
And it felt like... all right, man, this is really freaking cool. Every person is here for us.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like emotional a little bit to think we just did it, man.
Yeah.
And I know it can get better from there, but it felt like
Sure.
it can't get any fucking cooler. We're hanging out with hundreds of our best friends.
Yeah.
And we're just having some drinks, telling some stories. We're shooting squirt guns at these people. We're
wild.
selling merch. We're signing autographs. We're doing all this stuff, and I'd say there's been a few moments like that. I remember that maybe the second show at the the brewery, Lucky Star, the
Star?
local one, and that place was fucking packed, dude. There were people there that couldn't even get in.
Oh, dude.
And that place was just a madhouse. There were people that reached out. I said, we tried to come in. They're turning us away. We tried to come in. We couldn't even get through the front door. And I'm just like, I'm sorry, but that's pretty cool, man.
The last one we did was absolutely, it was ridiculous.
It was. And
absolutely incredible. There's so many people.
I think what we learned from that is we should definitely do those free Halloween shows. Those are a lot of fun.
I love those. I love those.
Yeah.
But there's got to be a local VFW or something. That
Come
we can
one,
go to.
come all. I would imagine I know they sold that place.
Yeah.
But if you find a brewery that's not,
the owners are still friends with the people that bought. So I think that we could still get in there.
just those moments of reflection. Just look at these people, man, and we did this, and
that's really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, the cruises are definitely, and each year they get a little bit better and a little more memorable for me.
Yeah.
The first one was great. It was a really cool thing.
Whirlwind, though.
Yeah, the second one I think was even fucking better. As far as going back, fucking just staying up late and prank calling people, and then literally I just laughing until I was fucking pissing myself.
Yeah.
Calling the radio station, requesting
Yeah.
Lenny Kravitz fucking 900 times.
We finally got it played at like 5:30 in the morning, though.
Yeah. Just little shit. I mean, just the joys of being a fucking kid in like the 90s, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just it's just shit like that you take advantage of, or you don't really think about in the moment, and then like you look back at it years later when you're still friends and I see you every single day, and it's like little shit like that it's cool, you know what I mean? It's
a seamless moment, but you remember it forever.
yeah, absolutely.
Like Robert got me into music. I didn't listen to music when I was a kid, but I went to his house and he said, "Hey, do you listen to the X?" And I was like, I don't know what that is. And he's like, "It's a radio station." And I remember you turned it on in that little bar looking space in your basement.
Yeah.
And the first song that came on was "What It's Like" by Whitey Ford Sings the Blues and Everlast. And the album was Whitey Ford Sings the Blues.
Yeah.
And you're like, this song's really good. Have you heard that? And I listened to it. I was like, man, this fucking song is awesome.
Yeah.
And I think that song, we just kept 103.9 on that entire weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And that song probably came on 20 freaking times. And every time we listened to it, and I was like, man, radio's cool. Lots of good songs coming on here. There's music I like that's not my dad's Chicago album.
Right.
And that was something that just like one of those core memory moments. And then every time I would go over to your house, we started getting CDs and stuff, and then you'd be like, listen to this, and then
That was my MO, man. That's just
I think
music.
I want to say you were one of the first ones that had the Slipknot album.
That was the first.
Yeah, I think you were, and I
was the
remember
first.
we played that and listened to that, and I was like, man, this is fucking awesome. And then Korn, you were like into Korn before anybody else.
Yeah.
And I've still to this day, Korn is one of my favorite bands.
They're great, man.
And anytime I could see a Korn meme, just a TikTok I send it to you just because it's ingrained in me. Like it's ingrained into our relationship.
Yeah, it's just cool. It's just like a testament of time. You know what I mean? It's music. It's crazy what it can fucking do.
Yeah,
like it could take you back so hard. Like smells for me specifically, and then like sounds. Music it's huge.
Therapeutic, man.
Absolutely, love it.
Travis Dickerson. Some of my favorite conspiracies revolve around the underground vaults at the Vatican.
Love it.
What do you guys think could be down there? Thank you guys for everything you do. As a Dayton boy, you two are hometown heroes. Much love.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Travis Dick
Boy
Dickerson. Big dick son.
Love that.
Love a son with a big dick. Or something. Yeah, I think that's what I was trying to say.
Sure.
I don't know. What do you think's down there? I know what's down there.
So I think that I would like to think that there is a lot of things that they keep under wraps because it contradicts traditional religion.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
I think that if there are things that predate religious history that could jeopardize the ideology of the church and everybody that follows it, whether that be some sort of documented proof of aliens, whether that be some sort of proof that That there's, which we all know that religion is simply like it's derivative from worship of the sun. You know what I mean? It's in every religion from the beginning of time is essentially just another version of whatever, the precursor.
Yeah.
I think that there's definitely things in there that could go against the church's teachings.
Oh yeah, man.
And they're keeping it under wraps.
I was gonna say what I think is down there, the truth about Jesus.
Absolutely.
I think there's probably some manuscripts or certain documents that have been preserved, and it tell a tale of not what we've been told by the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
In short, I think there's probably a lot of stuff down there,
and probably lots of
child abuse records.
Sure, definitely that. Lots of things that probably early writings that were excluded from the Bible because they were too, crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like too extreme. I mean, you have the original King James version, which that's extreme.
It is extreme,
and there's probably stuff that's even worse than that they've kept out because of.
It's certainly extreme.
Yeah.
And the longer it goes, where someone doesn't come out and say, "Okay, this doesn't work for our world anymore," the crazier it is to me. Because one day they need to come out and say, "Okay, there are some good teachings in the King James, the New Testament or the Old Testament, but we got to get away from everything that's in here."
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Give me a minute.
Are you gonna be okay, or is this an emergency?
Oh, I just got about to fucking piss my panties.
Rob left, so I'm gonna run the show by myself. He had to pee again. He said he had 2 Michelob Ultras. Hello, everybody on YouTube. Yes, the cruise was epic. I think that I really got to put my nose to the grindstone on setting up another cruise. Happy anniversary, you 2 little lovebirds. Well, thank you so much. We are going to... Can we pin that message? Yeah, we'll pin that. Happy anniversary, bros. When it comes to wiping, do you guys fold or what? I mean, yeah, I'm a folder now. I used to be a water, but I don't do that anymore. Yeah, I don't think he needs help holding it, man. I think he's got a small dick.
All right.
I think he's got a small dick. I don't think he's got a big dick.
Your boy's back.
Honestly, if I had to guess, I'd probably say it's a small dick. Welcome back. We weren't talking about you.
That's okay.
Why are you stretching? You just got done fighting in there.
I feel fucking great, dude. All right.
Let's see. Rob's pissing tonight, yo.
Oh yeah, so far for the day. I'm at like a 48 ounces of coffee, 2 Gatorades, and fucking 3 Michelob Ultras. I'm ready to party.
Pisser.
My bladder didn't stand a chance.
What is your best prison story from Sam Hadaway? I've told my story, the funniest one for me.
Yeah.
So much goddamn awful shit happened to me in there.
Yeah.
So much awful shit happened that I just want to block out of my brain.
Well, let's rephrase the question, and what's your best prison story when you worked? Both of us worked. We were never in.
You're never in prison.
We were never incarcerated.
I'd say it's one of those first nights I was on I was working the cell block. I had a partner. I'm trying to find cigarettes and weed and cell phones. I'm trying to do it all. And he said, and I've told this story before, but it's my kind of the funniest story that I have to tell about prison. He said, that guy up on the third, they call it the third range. The guy up there on the third range, which is the third story of the cell block. He said, he's smoking cigarettes in there.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I got him. I'm the dog. I'm the dog. I'm the bounty hunter. And everybody had their doors open, but not this guy. He has doors shut, so I knew he was smoking, dude.
Yeah, of course.
So I went up there and I snuck up to his door and I popped his door open, and he had his feet squatting on top of the toilet. He had his feet on the toilet seat and he was squatting down like he was shitting, like doing a hovercraft shit.
Like a perched bird.
Like a perched bird. like a little cockatiel, begging for a sunflower seed. And he had a sundry box mustard bottle jammed up his asshole, squirting water up his ass, douching himself out. Because I'd imagine he was either getting ready for a fucking or he just got done getting fucked.
Yeah.
And I just turned around like I was going to vomit. I looked down at the officer that was working with me.
He's fucking laughing.
Big fucking roided out, just monster. Absolute monster. He was huge. And he was laughing so hard that he just like could barely keep his legs. He was about to pass out. He's turning red. But there's so many things that, like, not a lot of fun memories.
Yeah.
Like the child molesters, they play Dungeons and Dragons, and I'd walk up and I'd fucking throw all their shit off their table. I was known for that. I would make fun of the old child. Like if there for a while, I worked in the shakedown room where I'd do strip searches for visits. Mm-hmm. And the old child molesters, I would always make fun of their penises when they got naked.
Yeah.
I'd say, man, no wonder you like kids. You got a baby dick. I'd say things like that. I'd make yucky comments about their pee-pees.
You have to, man.
But
they're not supposed to have a fun time in there.
I've almost just forgotten that part of my life.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, I think, if I think back on it, the one thing that I really remember is, well, there's two things, and one was the jail that we worked at. There was an older, so I worked at a county jail, but there was also a city jail that was decommissioned that was attached to it.
Okay.
So there was a long corridor that connected the two, and then you'd be over in the other side, which they would still take inmates over to whenever they were escorting them to court. So it still had its purpose, but nobody was held there. Well, they had either one or two segregated rooms that were padded that just had your little fucking slide, that you could just look in and check on the inmates whenever they were in there. Well, what we would always do is anytime we'd have a new guy, and we worked third, so we worked midnights. It was first watch is what it was called, because it was the first shift of the day.
Yeah.
Whenever there was a new guy, we'd show him the old side of the prison, but a couple of us COs would hide inside the fucking in the padded room and scare the shit out of them.
I would load my britches full of pudding.
And we'd talk about how haunted the place was and shit, and then that was always fun. And then the other story where a bunch of officers got in a fight with an inmate because he came out at us after throwing piss on one of the COs, and then he got chaired. There's a black gentleman, and one of the sergeants told one of the younger COs to pick the cigar up out of the guy's lap because his dick was hanging out. He said, "Get that cigar out of his lap." Just big old fucking black dick just chilling.
No one has ever called my dick a cigar.
Mine's like a roach.
Yeah. I wonder if that guy remembers that, whose dick it was. I wonder if he remembers that. And he's like, man, this one time I was locked up, man.
He got my cigar out.
My dick was hanging out. They called it a goddamn black and mild. They called it a cigar.
A cigar. Fun shit.
You can read this next one. I mean, I've been reading all these. You're welcome to read any of these you want.
Nick and Rob, do your best impression of Razor Ramon.
Hello.
Chico.
Razor Ramon, probably my favorite theme song.
Yeah.
But his physique, often overlooked.
Absolutely, especially because he stood out because he was one of the few hairy-chested guys that just let it fucking.
He was, but then he kept it,
and he was jacked. It was tight.
Yeah, he kept it real. I liked his physique a lot.
Scott Hall was a fucking beast, man.
He was huge. He's like 6'4", 6'5". He was
jacked.
So much bigger than and he's a hell of a worker too, man. He had really good matches. That ladder match with Shawn Michaels, fuck, dude. Go back and watch that match.
Great era.
Yeah, that right before the Attitude Era, there were some really good matches covered up.
NWO royalty.
Yeah, but that was kind of his self-implosion for me.
Absolutely.
They kind of did it to themselves.
That was WCW's downfall.
WCW.
They were fucking. They couldn't. When you got 40 different people in NWO, it kind of ruins it.
The bad guy, Razor Ramon.
But Razor Ramon was a great character.
It was. Cool name, cool vignettes, and
great.
They actually weren't shot. They were shot in Little Cuba. but they kind of painted him as a Scarface character. Great vignettes.
Love it.
Spencer Anderson, what's your workout routine? Peptide stack. Have you experienced a lizard person?
Hell yeah.
These actually, oddly, all go hand in hand.
Even the lizard person. That's where we get his shit from.
Yeah, so I do, right now, I do 6 days a week. I do a back day, and on my back day, I do biceps, and then I do, we'll start. First day is chest. I do a chest routine with a tricep exercises afterwards. And then I do a back day the next day with followed up by bicep exercises. Then I do a shoulder and an abbreviated leg day with biceps again. And then I start all over again. Chest, back, shoulder. My legs are already like, I mean, I am working them out. I'm not working them out super hard because I've been carrying around a 320-pound fucking carcass for 20 years.
Your legs are already naturally strong.
They're big. I mean, they're
Yeah.
big. I'm like, I
Right.
want my legs smaller. I want my legs smaller, and I really want to. I've really put an emphasis on my shoulders and my arms, and people don't realize it that a lot of the aesthetics of your arm, the way you look at it, is your triceps.
Mm-hmm.
So you really got to blast your triceps. So I'm doing triceps 2 or 3 times a week. I'm doing biceps 2 or 3 times a week. And that's a lot of volume, but they're handling it. They don't get too sore. And in terms of the peptide stack, I'll be transparent about what I'm doing. I've started using retatrutide, which is they call it a GLP-3 triple antagonist. So it's the belief is it does the same as like Ozempic or tirzepatide, Mounjaro, Trulicity, but it doesn't attack your muscles. And those other ones, when I say it doesn't attack your muscles, it's not like it's like, okay, we can't touch muscle. If you don't eat, it will burn up your muscles. Mm-hmm. But what Reta, R-E-T-A, or retatrutide does is it doesn't completely nuke your hunger like those other ones. Those other ones you can go days without eating. It's essentially a crash diet. And if you're not preserving your muscle, you're just going to get fucking fat as soon as you quit taking it. And retatrutide, so what I've experienced for me, it mightily revs up your metabolism. Mm-hmm. Since I've been on it, I can feel my metabolism, like my lower back sweating, getting hot.
Yeah.
And it's just my metabolism. And then there's been weeks I've lost 7 pounds. Not good. A healthy trajectory is between a pound or 2 per week for weight loss. If you're losing more than 2 pounds a week, you're doing a little too much. You're gonna have a big whoosh at first when you lose all your water weight.
Oh yeah.
But this retatrutide, fuck, dude, I'll lose 5, 6, 7 pounds in a week. But I was morbidly obese. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think I'm still obese. I'm getting through it, but this shit, I don't want to call it a fucking miracle.
There's a scale to it. Yeah, I mean, I'm on the same thing, and I'll see 2 pounds a week,
which is a lot more because you're a lot lighter. You're a lot smaller than me, so that's still a lot.
I started about 2 months ago. I was at 218. As of yesterday, I'm down to 193. And that's with very mild exercise. And that's my exercises. I play softball twice a week, sometimes up to 4 games. Yeah. And I'm coaching baseball. So I'm running a little bit, very light cardio. Mm-hmm. Besides that, I'm not lifting any weights.
It's not to discourage anything or anyone, but I don't think you're still eating whatever as well, right?
I am 2 protein shakes a day. So mostly my idea of using it is more so as an appetite suppressant than anything else because I have a ridiculous appetite.
Yep.
I can eat and I can eat and I can eat. Even as I've never been a big guy, but I've never been. I mean, I've been small before, but once I hit my 30s, being under 200 is kind of, I teeter that line. 190 to 200, and now as I'm getting close to 40, 200 to 215. So, but I can still put down fucking food. I just don't gain a ton of weight. I just, it's one of those things. But my sweet tooth is completely gone, which my want to snack is huge, but not anymore. Protein shakes, water intake. My portions are a quarter of what I used to be able to eat.
And that's what my I'm literally saving so much money on food that I used to spend. And I will say about what they are learning about retatrutide is it dulls your receptors in terms of it can dull your receptors for sex, for like porn addiction, cigarettes, weed. It makes it to where you don't want those vices. Similar like sugar, sweets, junk food, you don't really want it anymore. But then also the trade-off is it might kill your libido. To rival that, I have a doctor's prescribed dosage of testosterone, and I've also added, I'm not like steroid amount, but I've added my own dose.
Bumping it a little bit.
So
that's my next step too, because I've definitely noticed. I've definitely noticed that as well.
At my peak, I think 250 milligrams a week of testosterone. That cool, just like fucking crazy, manly, just you feel like you are Gaston from fucking Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
Right around 200 milligrams a week. And please, God, don't let me be the one to put you on testosterone. Get your blood works done beforehand. Get a baseline. See where you're at. See where your fucking liver's at. Your E2. You got to do your research on everything you should check before you get on testosterone if you're trying to do it yourself. Because you can do it yourself. You got to buy it using Bitcoin and shit, but you can do it yourself.
It's so easy to do it
but then
the wrong way.
All those clinics, there's so many clinics out there that'll put you on it for cheap, like $300 a month. But I will say, for what you're paying the clinics $300 a month, $300 could get you probably like a 2 to 3 year supply of testosterone if you buy it from the underground labs from China.
Yeah.
And if you want more details about that, I am going to do a Patreon episode. It's just a matter of me coming down here and telling that story.
Yeah.
But like that 200 to 250 milligrams a week, you got to watch your hematocrit, make sure your blood's not getting too thick, like check your liver, your kidney, all that. I got my blood work done today. I paid for it myself. There's a place online called goodlabs.com. You can go to Good Labs, and for $50, you can use your HSA card to pay, or you can pay yourself. For $50, you can get your testosterone checked, all your complete blood count, your CBC. You can get all those liver, kidney functions checked. You tell Good Labs what you want checked, then they send the lab request to Quest Laboratories. You go to Quest Laboratories, you get your blood drawn, then a few days later you get your results.
Hell yeah.
You can also do that if you think you're sick, if you think you have some type of affliction and you don't have a doctor, you can afford a doctor. You can go to Good Labs and you can pick what you want to use ChatGPT, figure out what you think you have, and then get I want a complete workup. And then you can go to Good Labs and you can get all your blood work done yourself without a doctor. And then you can take those labs the labs will tell you, hey, you're out of range here, you're in range here. But then you can take screenshots of your lab results, put it in ChatGPT, Grok, Google Gemini. Google Gemini is really starting to get ahead of some of the other ones. Claude is another good one. And you can pretty much self-diagnose a lot of what's going on with your body, whether it's an iron deficiency or your fucking whatever it is. But I will tell you, this dosage of testosterone that I'm on makes me like fucking Tarzan. My wife is like, "Can you not get enough of me?" And I'm like, "Baby girl, I can't get enough. I can't keep my fucking hands off of her. I can't stop thinking about I can't stop thinking about her. I can't stop thinking about her fucking wet vagina. I can't stop thinking about like making out with her. I can't stop thinking about like fucking sneaky ways for her to catch me, watch me jerk off and shit. I'm just sexually, like a sexual overdrive.
You're a fucking deviant
all the time. But I'm just just being transparent as possible.
Yeah, that's
about
cool.
that.
That's cool.
And she's like, some nights she's like, I need a break, and I'm like, yeah, I'll break them fucking
break them hips,
girl. But yeah, dude, if you're somebody that's kind of maybe your libido's suffering, you're tired, you're not getting good sleep, you're lethargic, man, it helped me out a lot. Yeah. I've stopped snoring with all the weight loss.
Me too, man. Me too.
I started at 305 and I'm down to 225 as of this morning. So I guess I've lost. I don't like to track it because
80 pounds.
January to now I've lost 80 pounds. That is way too fucking much. That is not what the doctor ordered for any of you. So
that's a lot of weight.
But I've been aggressive with it. I'm eating just chicken, rice, vegetables. I'm focusing on proteins, protein shakes, cottage cheese, PB2 powder, peanut butter powder, and non-fat Greek yogurt. I'm doing rice cakes. I'm doing salads. But the retatrutide makes it to where normally you would be like, I cannot go to a sports bar and get a chicken salad. Mm-hmm. I can go to a sports bar and get chicken salad with this shit and be like, I'm satisfied. I'm fine.
Love it. Absolutely love it. That's usually all I'm getting is chicken salads now.
Yeah. And it gives you just so much of a platform to be successful.
Yeah.
And dude, if you're trying to buy the retatrutide, you're going to get caught up. Again, if that Patreon episode hasn't came out, just send me an email, send me your Google Doc. You know what? I'll put the Google Doc up on our website.
Look at that.
Go to brohiopodcast.com/peptide. No, we can't make it that simple. Let's do lose it. How about that? brohiopodcast.com/lose it. And I will put the Google Doc link that I made, kind of like the safe places to get it and the Telegram places to get it, where you can use Bitcoin. You can buy a 2-3 year supply of Retta for $200-$300. Mm-hmm. brohiopodcast.com/lose it. I'll put the Google Doc up there.
I will say the one thing that I have noticed with it, and that's probably because I'm not on testosterone, that I will say, and this is one of the things that you may want to consider getting on it.
It sucks it out of you, dude.
I'm tired. I'm tired a lot because your body is, your insides are constantly, you're burning shit. You know what I mean? Whether you know it or not.
And your calorie intake is a lot lower than what it was.
Yeah, your calorie intake's lower, and your body is like fuel. It's like feeding, it's taking, and it's burning. And by the end of the day, 8, 9 o'clock. I used to go to bed midnight, 1 o'clock.
I text you on a school night at 12:30, and I always get a return message.
Yeah, 8 o'clock now. I'm like fucking dead.
Yeah.
I'm dead. It's like my body's like, hey, you're fucking done for the day.
Oh, that's good.
But it normalizes you. But I mean, I'll wake up and I'm burning fat in my sleep.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Which is, it spikes you.
It does.
Your metabolism kicks up. It's great.
So for me, I'm a male. I'd say your dosage for retatrutide, you want to start with 1 milligram. Mm-hmm. So if you're an aggressively fat like I was, I started. I think this is what Rob started on as well. I did 1 milligram twice a week. So you break it up. I do it on Tuesday, then on Saturday. Just do 1 milligram Tuesday, 1 milligram on Saturday. I've worked up to 8 milligrams a week now. So 4 and 4. None of that, like, I want a snack. None of the tummy grumblings. None of the reckless eating. None of the emotional eating. None of the 12 o'clock trips to the freezer for ice cream. Mm-hmm. All that stuff's gone. You're satiated and you're fulfilled by water. That's
water and protein. That's the big shit right there.
And so we'll give you guys a platform to ask more questions about that. Not everyone cares to fucking...
Yeah.
Have you experienced a lizard person? In short, no, I haven't experienced one. We've got too many questions left. for me to tell you my whole entire lizard person story.
Yeah, no, I have not.
Cody Phillips, when you guys hug, whose arms goes on shoulder and whose arms goes on waist?
I don't think it's a waist shoulders hug.
I think that we both go kind of diagonal, where
Yeah.
I get one arm on the shoulder
Yeah.
and then one on the waist,
Right,
and you do
right.
the same.
But it's more like the brisket and the shoulder, right?
Brisket, yeah.
Yeah. You gotta get the brisket in the shoulder.
You gotta get it cooked to 165 though.
Right.
If Rob goes tugging on my brisket and it's not 165, then
You want to make sure all the worms are killed.
Kill my worm. Ken Posey says, "What is one conspiracy theory you two wholeheartedly believe in?"
I mean, there's several, but obviously for me, it's JFK. There's no way Lee Harvey Oswald was the only shooter. I will also. I'll be willing to die on the hill that the 1969 moon landing did not happen.
Yeah.
I also believe that more chances than not, 9/11 probably was an inside job, or not necessarily an inside job, but the government definitely knew about it beforehand, but chose not to do anything about it.
You know, I'm subscribing more and more to the theory of what the fuck does Israel have on our sitting president and our sitting presidents before? What does Israel know about this country that Israel can make us do whatever they want us to do?
Yeah, and I don't know enough about it to comment on that.
Well, I do. It's a fucking we're little fucking cucks for Israel. I don't fucking get it. And then just to the, you hear about Israel and the Bible and shit, and I was like, man, Israel's been around forever. And no, I looked that shit up. Israel, the country's not even that fucking old. They haven't even been around that long.
Really?
Like it maybe, since like World War II? Let me look that up before I'm. How old is? They made the country. Oh.
Your spelling's a little off there.
It's always off. I can't see the way the glare hits my keyboard. I can't
Yeah.
see any letters on my. So yeah, Israel was made in 1948. It's 78 years old.
That's crazy.
It was essentially a country made for Jewish people, to be safe. I got no fucking idea what these people have against us that make us do the shit that we do, and there's definitely a layer of angry conspiracy there for me.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll go off the deep end on that one.
Honest people shit talk people that are pro-Israel, and that's all that I know about it.
I don't even know pro-Israel, not pro-Israel. I don't even know the.
I have no idea.
I don't even know the fucking argument.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't even know the argument. All I know is we do all their fucking bidding. We whatever they want to happen, we do. And I want to make sense of it. I want to know why. It could be for good. It could be for bad. I don't know. I want to know why. I want to know why I'm paying $5 a gallon for gas right now.
I know the Jews run the world. I know that much.
That's another conspiracy that that people often subscribe to, or they get very heated about arguing against it. I don't know a lot about it, so dude, I don't know.
Sure.
Tom Boss, do you think Hitler died in his bunker in May of 1945, or that he actually escaped to South America and lived out his years with Eva Braun?
That's great. I think about this a lot because there is a lot of conspiracy theories that say that he escaped or was let loose, or I always like to believe or want to believe in conspiracy theories because I like an idea of like an alternate history, or like
whatever we knew wasn't what actually happened.
Right. So do I want to believe that that's what happened? Yeah, I think so. I would definitely know, or I would definitely buy the fact that knowing that the U.S. government took the highest of the Nazi scientists and used them in their own ploys,
Yeah.
that they would do the same thing with Hitler and then release him afterwards. I do not count that out whatsoever. So I think it's extremely, plausible that it did happen. But I don't think that it did.
I think once they
Really?
found out that Adolf had a micro penis and his pee hole was on the top of the head of his wiener, like we've documented on this show, he had a fucked up dick.
He's like a beluga.
His dick hole was the bottom of the head, not the tip of the head.
Yeah. There you go.
So he had to pee like a bathroom faucet.
Mm-hmm.
Like the neck would come out and the spout was down.
Little Dicky has the same problem, or did have the same problem.
I think once they found out, hey man, that's a nasty dick.
Yeah.
I think they
cut him loose.
They cut him loose. They cut his dick off.
We know you killed millions and millions of Jewish citizens, but you lost us with that weird dick of yours.
Yeah. Dave Ponce,
Oh, old school.
long-time listener.
Yeah.
Nick, with working out, can you confirm or deny the rumor that every 20 pounds you lose, you gain an inch?
Well, you've lost 80, so you have to have gained at least 4 inches.
I will say, when I was 300, 315, I was really down on my dick, dude. Like,
You were all head.
I felt like if I was put in a situation where I had to show my dick, there's no, I couldn't do it. I couldn't show, like if somebody said for $10 billion, will you show the world your dick? I'm like, I can't do it.
Boy,
I wouldn't do it.
I'm spreading my butt for that much money, dude. I'm letting somebody put a camera in my ass.
I'm bearing my soul right here.
Okay.
And subsequently, I've got some of this weight off. And now there's moments where I'll look in the mirror and I'll say, fuck, god damn.
Yeah.
You got a boy and you got a hanging, dude.
There's a fucking wiener there.
I'll
boy.
walk up to the toilet, dude, and I'll pull my fucking dick out and I don't even touch it. I just let it hang and I piss. I don't even,
Hell yeah, dude.
I don't have to, like, he used to have to hold it down like I was trying to drown a kid in water.
Yeah.
To hold it down to pee in the toilet. Now I just
Yeah.
walk and just let it fucking flop out. And
That's a power move, man.
my wife has definitely noticed. Not that it's like bigger, but it's just like sex went from to you just get a little more daylight.
Yeah.
You go back, you pull your dick out, and there's more daylight, and then you fucking cram it in there.
You get some more voltage. You ain't got the belly blocking you as much either, so it's trying to push past the soft belly is kind of hard.
Yeah.
Shaving your balls whenever you have a belly is wild.
It's hard to do.
The 20 pounds that I've lost, I noticed it's enormously easier.
You shave against the grain?
Boy, I shave every fucking direction I can. I'm trying to get that shit like a little baby.
Don't you get razor burn?
Hell no. I've shaved since I was a fucking kid, so it don't bother me, man.
Why were you a kid shaving your dick, dude?
Dude, I had a hairy dick by the time I was 13.
I tried shaving against the grain last week, and it just
I always do, man.
bad day. The next day, I said, I've given myself something off the razor.
It'll eventually it'll be like an old boot after a while.
Yeah. Back to the weight loss thing for a second, and I'm like I really want to speak to the guys out there that just like run down, tired, just kind of down themselves. The love making has changed. You can really get into positions you couldn't do before.
Yeah.
You can really, because used to you'd have to compensate for your belly. And your belly, what does it do? It creates distance between you and your wife whenever you're trying to have
Absolutely.
intercourse.
Yeah.
And without without my belly in the way, I'm like fucking on her, dude. And I'm not crushing her. It's not like she's not like, God damn, get the fuck off me. I can be up like on her and in her at the same time.
Right.
And just
If you got 4 inches of belly and 3 inches of dick, mathematically you're only getting an inch in.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Mathematically, and I'll confidently say, like, if you lose 60, 70 pounds, your dick is going to look 2+ inches
Right.
longer. And
And
if you're drinking a bunch of water, you're going to have,
Sure.
it's going to be bigger. If you're drinking a bunch of water, it's going to be like flaccid. It's going to be, you're like, okay, I'll show my dick for $10 billion now. Everybody look at it. Even if it's sad,
Yeah.
still you're just like, okay.
I think it's one of those things. I don't think your dick necessarily gets bigger. I just think that it's
you can see more of it.
the stuff around it gets smaller.
That's exactly what
so
it
it's
is.
it's the illusion of it getting bigger.
Yeah.
Which is a fucking win.
It's a win-win. John Rash says, what do you think is at the bottom of the Mariana Trench? Could there still be long-lost creatures down there? Maybe a hidden world? Love y'all. Started listening in 2019. Faithful ever since. Thank you. Itchy Rash.
Definitely a lot of cinder blocks from bodies that have been picked apart.
Not in the Mariana Trench. That's way out there, man. And by the time they
cinder
get,
blocks are traveling.
yeah, by the time they get down there, it'd just be compressed dust. They just
they're-
be evaporated.
I mean, it's picked apart by then, but you know, I would think that there would probably be, if there ever was any sort of like evidence of a world that existed before ours, there's probably tons of stuff that sank to the bottom. But with the pressure, it's not much shit's going to exist. We just found out, within the past 20 years that fish can live down there.
Yeah, that's what I believe. The Mariana Trench is not that interesting because of the sheer amount of pressure there is down there.
Right.
Nothing can survive.
I mean, there's no daylight. I mean, there's and just the amount of force.
So boring.
Yeah, but it is boring. But the fact that it's that large and there's no real way for us to find out what's going on.
Yeah.
I mean, it is very capable of maybe like if there is some sort of a life force that has been able to persevere in space, that pressure of the deep ocean may not be this, it may not exert itself the same way as like space would.
Yeah.
So maybe,
I could see that.
That's a possibility. Maybe that's how much ever pressure it is nothing compared to the pressure that they endured in the home planet or whatever. So it's viable, but I don't know.
Not a lot.
I don't think it's too much going on down there.
I want to skip down here for a second.
Okay.
This is from Ryan Gaddis. He said, did Nick ever see old Merl and Chersa again?
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? I went back into the archives and I found that story. And are you okay with playing that clip from from that story? It's about a 5 or 10 minute thing. So
Let it play out.
this was from Operation High Jump back in 2021. This is the story of me going into the bathroom at the Kroger pharmacy and I was being tasked with helping a diabetic patient who was on the toilet by his wife, Teresa. To pick up something for one of the kids.
Mm-hmm.
And I got there and they fucked everything up. They said it's going to be a few minute wait. And I'm a pretty patient person. I don't get upset about stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like if restaurants fuck my food up, I'm just like, it happens.
Yeah, I'm the person that won't even say anything. I'll just eat it.
Pretty much, yeah, me. Well, I'll say something, but I don't get mad. Like, I'm
It's
so
like
sorry.
smelly pussy.
Shit happens, bro.
Yeah,
Just don't worry
right.
about it. It happens. We're all trying our fucking best out here.
Yeah.
But I'm at the pharmacy. They said, something slipped through. It's going to take a few minutes. You can have a seat and wait, or you can go shop. And I did not want to walk around Kroger and get COVID. So I sat down there in the pharmacy and waited for someone to bring the COVID to me. And I got a while, and I've been trying to drink a lot more water.
Mm-hmm.
And when I start to drink more water, dude, I got to piss like every 7 minutes.
Something's never changed in this
It
podcast.
is uncanny. I
gotta go
realize why I've drank nothing but Coca-Cola Classic and ginger ale my entire life because it doesn't make me piss as much as
Yeah, at that point you're just pissing syrup, so
it just
comes out a lot slower.
It clogs everything up, does a really nice job
Yeah.
of keeping everything from flowing along. So I go to the bathroom, run to the bathroom to go piss. I'm standing there at the urinal, and I have this compulsive thing that I do. I always count when I'm pissing and try and break my personal record. I don't know what my personal
really?
record is, but as soon as I start pissing, I'm like, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4. And I always count my pisses to see how long they take.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, I try and, NASCAR it, beat my best lap.
Huh.
So maybe you can try that sometime.
Yeah, I have a different thing. I count, and I think it's probably normal. Every single time I'm in, like if I'm like pulling the thing to get down paper towels, I always count every single time how many
Really?
actually come out. Yeah, it's real weird.
Autism
Not
presents
a lot of
itself
people
in
do
many
that.
ways.
He said, this might be pretty common. No, you're the only fucking person in the world that does that.
One of the places I used to work, I used to talk about that, and there's a lot of people that did that. So
Oh, maybe they just wanted to be your friend.
maybe,
Maybe one of the infectious personalities.
yeah,
There's this guy at my work today. He looks fucking just like you.
okay.
And I looked at him today, and we've kind of become friends, a little bit. And I said, my best friend looks just like you. And he says, does he? I said, yes, and he's very sexually aggressive towards me. And I don't know this guy well enough to make this statement, but I said, he's very sexually aggressive towards me. And he started laughing. He's like, what do you mean? And I said, sometimes he grabs me by the crotch and pulls me into him from behind. From behind. he
That guy
grabs me
quit,
from
by the
behind
way.
my waist,
I wonder
from the
why.
crotch, and he pulls me into him. And he said, okay, dude. Fucking creep the fuck out.
That's the best part is that you don't even know the guy that well.
Yeah. It's very sexually aggressive towards me. Anyways, I'm at the pharmacy. I'm going to the bathroom. I got to piss really bad. I'm in there 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, and I hear, and the door opens, and I hear the fucking thundering of the herd come in. It sounded like the dad from Dinosaurs was walking by.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Just someone with a big ass fucking lumbering behind me. It's a really small
Hamish
bathroom.
Butterworth.
Yeah, just Hamish Butterworth. That's exactly who it was walking behind me. Just someone that stunk like cat piss and just had a huge fat ass. And I could feel the aura as soon as he entered. And this guy walked there was only one stall, and I was in the urinal. And he sat down on the toilet like you got a big old fat ass couch and you're just been mowing all day.
Oh, yeah.
You just plop down on that motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's how this big son of a bitch sat down on that toilet, and he about unearthed it from the fucking
You could hear
Kroger
the
Foundation.
circular bowl suctioning to his ass.
You could hear his butt cheeks slap the porcelain. Oh my God. And I just like audibly, I'm like, what the fuck? And I looked down, and this big old fucking grizzly bear, he has his legs like spread apart far enough that I can see his left foot underneath the partition. And I look down at his foot, and it's all like scaly, dry skin and long, curly yellow toenails. And I'm like, oh my God. So I hold my breath immediately. I don't bother washing my hands because I got a nice clean dick. I don't know about some of you puffy nipple motherfuckers listening to this show, but I got a nice clean dick, clean like a whistle.
You're just preparing for the mudslide.
Yeah, I am at this point. So I get out of there. I boogie on out. And as soon as I leave, there's like a 60, 70-year-old woman out there in a long skirt, jean jacket, like, goes to church 6 times a week, smells like cat piss, just disgusting. Yeah. And I could tell they were with one another. I didn't have to see this guy. I just saw his feet. He was wearing slides, like knockoff slides. And she said, hi there, my name's Teresa. And I was like, hi.
He's in there shitting, baby.
She said, my husband Merl just went in there. Is he okay? And I'm thinking, like, I thought to myself, this motherfucker sat down really hard, and he kind of almost sounded like he fell. And I didn't care to help him because I wasn't going in there.
Yeah.
And I said, Teresa, I'm going to be honest with you. It sounded like he might have came down kind of hard in there. She said, oh, his sugar's acting up. His sugar is acting up. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't know what the fuck you do when your sugar's acting up. She said, can you open the door and ask him if he needs a drink? Me being the good Samaritan that I am, I said, yeah, I'll at least give you that. And I opened the door, and I said, I looked back at her. I said, what's his name again? She said, Merle. He's the only one in there. Yeah. And I said, hey, Merle, buddy, your wife's out here. She wants to know if you need a drink, if you're doing okay. He said, I can hear him winding up to talk. He said, I don't need no Mountain Dew. Oh, this gets way better. Just wait for it. And I turned back around, and I know she could hear me. I know she could hear him through me. But I said, he said he doesn't want anything to drink. And she said, well, I'm worried about him, and can you go in there and ask him if his sugar's okay? And at this point, I'm like, I am not going back in this fucking bathroom.
Yeah.
And I said, I tell you what, Teresa, how about you go in there, you go to the door, ask him what he needs. and I'll 6'5" for you. You know, prison jargon, 6'5" is where you watch somebody's back. No, make sure nobody comes along. I said, I'll watch your back. I'll make sure nobody's coming trying to go in the bathroom, because you could tell she'd only seen one pecker in her entire life, and it was Merle's dick. That was the only probably dick she's seen her entire life.
God bless
she
her.
didn't want somebody walking up in there while she's in the boys' bathroom. Probably be the most humiliating thing she's ever gone through in her fucking 60-year-old 20 cat having life. She said, oh, that'll be real good. That'll be real good. Thank you. So she walks up to the door. I take about 5 steps back. She barely cracks the door, and she says, Merle, are you okay? And Merle says, Chersa. Because he can't say Teresa all the way.
Chersa.
He says, Chersa, poop my pants.
Poor guy.
And she said, Merle, no, you did not. And you can tell whenever she said that he got so fucking mad, because you could hear it in his voice. He went, Chersa! Screamed, dude. Chersa! Oh, shit my pants! Fucking yelling at her, dude.
How does this shit always happen to you, dude? I don't get it.
And I'm just standing
Tale as
there
old as
thinking,
time.
I just find turds on the walls when I go to the bathroom in public places.
she's going to ask me to go in here and help this fucking landslide, this big fucker.
Fucking ran away at that point.
And she looks back. She looks at me. She said, are we good? Is there nobody coming? Because I might have to step in there. I said, no, we're good. As soon as I say that, she starts to go in there. And around the corner comes like a 4-year-old, like fucking 20 feet ahead of his mom, run into the bathroom. It's just him by himself, and his mom's pushing the cart. And he's grabbing his dick, running down the aisle. He's getting pissed. And I can't just grab somebody else's kid. Like, hey, little fucker, you can't go in there. Some fat guy just shit all over himself. Chersa! Chersa! Shit my goddamn pants, Chersa! So I'm like, hey. And he just like fucking cross-eyed looked at me and kept on going into the bathroom. Dude, he took 2 steps in, and I could hear this little fucker. His name was Trevor. He started fucking gagging. I could hear him gagging. He went, ah! And then I see the door, like, you know, like a door is too heavy for a kid. They, like, open it, and he can't get it open. So I go over and I kind of, like, push the door open a little bit, and he runs out. I'm holding my breath. And he runs back to his mom, and he tells his mom, he's like, it smells like poop really bad. Like, can you come in there? And she walks up, I'm like, there's a man and a wife in there right now, and I think he's going through some stuff. He's going through an accident. And as soon as I said that, the pharmacist is like, Mr. Alexander. I'm like, thank fucking God. So I walked over there and got the stuff, dude. What did he say? Chersa!
Man, I forgot you were even there for a prescription at this point.
Chersa! I shit my pants!
Oh shit!
From deep in the archives.
Good times, man.
I didn't really know that guy's name was Trevor. He just looked like a Trevor. I would like to clear up that was the only fake part of that story.
Yeah.
So.
Most white kids look like a Trevor. So
He just the way he was kind of cross-eyed and dirty. He looked like a Trevor. He looked like a pee pants Trevor. There's a difference between a Trevor and a pee pants Trevor.
that's very true.
You gotta go to the bathroom real quick.
I do.
I'll let you run. We're close to the end here. Anyways.
close.
Chersa! Happy anniversary. Thank you, everyone. Chersa! Thanks for tuning in to the YouTube stream. We are nearing the end of the episode. We have a lot of questions left, about 100 of them. I don't know. A lot of questions came through, but we got places to be, people to see. You know how it is, man. You know how it is being a grown-up and having to do grown-up stuff all the time. 9-year anniversary. Let's save this artwork, this art piece, so I don't lose it. What's everyone getting into tonight? How was work today? How terrible was it? Any big plans for the week? Anything you're looking forward to? Anything you're not looking forward to? Thanks for the anniversary wishes. We are very... Rob Dog peed.
Sure as fuck did. And not in my pants.
I know your britches be stinking at the end of the day from just leaking in them, dude.
Let's fucking go, dude.
He be leaking.
Leaking.
You know, to double back on the retatrutide thing, when I said that it dulls your receptors for certain vices, I've not drank since November, December, and I don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to. So if you're someone that kind of struggles with drinking, maybe struggles with smoking, I think it can really help you out with that.
Yeah.
I don't want to call it a miracle drug.
So I don't ever need to drink, but I do like to drink.
Yeah.
And what I will say is that whereas I don't go, man, I need a fucking drink, what it's done is I will drink a beer typically, and I'm like, okay, I'm good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because
I just don't even. I don't want it at all.
Yeah. I just have fun when I drink, man. Have a beer
No,
here too.
I'm fuck yeah. I probably would too, but I'm just to the point now where I said,
Fuck it.
I've kind of removed it,
Yeah.
and now I'm just okay with not doing it.
Yeah.
Joe Cooper, do you think getting kicked in the balls is actually equivalent to giving birth? If not, which hurts worse? And I'm so glad that you asked this question, because women have no idea how bad it hurts to get kicked in the balls. Mm-hmm. Childbirth is an absolute walk in the... I'm going to take all that back. I genuinely feel bad for women that once a month your body says, we don't want these fucking organs inside of us anymore. And they're just...
Evacuate.
No, there's no getting around it. Once a month, your body says, you ain't doing shit for a week. Mm-hmm. We're going to bleed to death together. And I was around a guy recently, and he said, well, Dad always said, never trust something that bleeds for a week and don't die.
Yeah.
And I find that statement so goddamn repulsive. Mm-hmm. And like there's a fucking choice when you're more like, oh yeah, I'll take one of them periods. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Give me one period.
I want 2 kids, but I'll do the period thing my entire life or until menopause, whenever just make my entire world get turned upside down. And I really feel like we got the long straw in terms of genetics and that stuff. So I commend women just for going through that once a week or once a month.
Right.
And also childbirth is so scary.
Sure.
You literally let another person live inside your body for almost a year.
Yeah. And you can look at it different ways. I mean, you can easily die from childbirth. The chance of you getting fucking a football thrown into your balls and you dying is going to be very, the repercussions are a little bit different. My thing is that ever since I heard the one fucking video of the guy saying, you know what I've never heard? I've never heard a guy say I want to get hit in the balls again, but I've heard plenty of women say I want to have another kid. So like, you know what? That kind of ends that argument for me. But there's no
positive outcome from getting hit in the nuts.
No, there's not.
Having a child is a very beautiful, life fulfilling for most.
Yeah.
Life fulfilling thing.
And in that pain, here's the thing about getting hit in the balls is that not only does it fucking suck, it can happen any time of any day, and the pain is still the same. It's just worse depending on how hard you get hit. So that's the problem, is that when you're pregnant, you're going to have however long that you're in labor giving birth. But guys, we're susceptible to testicular pain 24/7 every day until eventually we get neutered.
I'll take it, dude. I'll take the what's the word I'm looking for? The prospects of I will accept the vulnerability of getting hit in the nuts versus what the inconvenience that they go through.
Oh, absolutely.
Once a month for an entire week.
And that is in no way of me saying that I think that getting hit in the balls hurts. I just feel it hurts worse than having
Dude,
a
it
baby.
sucks. There's no sugar. Like, if it hurts really fucking bad.
Yeah.
But if you want to compare it on a scale, I don't think it's comparable. I think it's pretty skewed. We'll call this next question the last one. And this is kind of an emotional one to think about. From Brendan Diggs.
Okay, so I thought you were talking about this one. I was like, what's emotional about this?
No, we'll ask.
Okay.
Well, real quick, before we get to the last one, are there any guests you regret having on?
Oh.
I got a really good answer for this one.
It's probably the same.
very specific. The guy that played Bill Wilkins,
Okay.
we met him, and he was a fucking grumpy dickhead. We called him like 5 minutes late because his phone was all fucked up, and we finally got a hold of him. He's like, "I'm cooking dinner." Well, he sounded like an actor. He sounded like this pretentious asshole.
He did.
Do you know who I am? I'm like, buddy, dude, you've never been requested for an interview ever. I promise. You played a dead guy in a movie without a speaking part.
Yeah.
You should be honored that somebody wants to talk to you and record it. And he said, "Well, I'll have to call you. You'll have to call me back when I'm done cooking this linguine." And we called him back, and they say, like, never meet your heroes. And we talked to him, and he was kind of a fuddy-duddy. Mm-hmm. It was, moderately cool because he was in a lot of really good movies and kind of a well-to-do in Hollywood a little bit. But I regret that was not an enjoyable experience for me.
It definitely started off on the wrong foot. I feel like that's the bad part about it.
It wasn't a very exciting interview either.
No. I think the tinfoil hat guy was pretty fucking crazy.
I forgot all about that guy.
That's probably the guy that I'm like, what the fuck are we doing, man?
But you think that's pretty cool. I mean, that's that guy was selling tinfoil hats, and he was dude, I just love the zaniness of that. And
it was chaotic. It was fucking crazy. I didn't believe a goddamn word this guy said, but it was like it was entertaining.
Much conviction in his voice.
Yeah. I'll say that there was so much going on.
I forgot about that. I think I need to go back and try and listen to that.
I think about that quite often. I don't even remember the interview. I just remember how crazy of a character that guy was.
It was the mind control. It was like a mind thought deflection device or something. It wasn't even like it was to keep the government from like talking to your brain. That guy from the Targeted Individuals episode, he was a nut job too. But I feel like I did a really good job of listening to his message and then also conveying back to him, hey, stay the course of your mental health. Make sure you're looking after yourself. Make sure you're staying after this thing, because in the event that you are wrong about everything that you assume, you need to have treatment, and you need to be looked after. And I think he was receptive to all that. But he raised a lot of really cool points about being a targeted individual and being followed. And I almost felt like we're taking advantage of him. But I feel like we kept it in a very respectful place. And we always do with our interviews. We keep it in a respectful place.
You always do a great job with that.
And a word that I learned this week is empath, I believe. Empath.
Yeah.
And I think I have that because my whole entire life, I've had this soft, like, if I see a homeless woman on the corner in a wheelchair, I'm like, I wish I would have met her 20 years ago. And I would have cleaned her up, and I would have dated her, and I would have taken care of her. And I always one of the questions on here, which one of the characters from Love on the Spectrum would you fuck?
Do any of the moms count? There's some fucking hot-ass moms on that.
Yeah, there's a couple moms. And I just... I think I'm an empath.
Tanner. Give me Tanner, boy.
I like that really fat Indian kid that just had no chance. The little kid literally he does not have a chance of ever getting laid. I think I would pick him. Sumar, maybe is his name.
What about the really old guy with the nice mustache?
Oh, dude, he was a sweetheart.
What a sweet fucking guy. He's rich.
I believe it.
Millions.
I wonder why. I wonder what he sold.
His family money.
Oh, that's right. He his family owned the New Yorker magazine or something like that. They sold the magazine for a lot of money, and he got all of it.
Yeah.
Pretty cool story, though.
It's really cool. I love all those people. I love all of them. I think they're great.
Yeah. Brendan Diggs says, would there be a reason that you two would hang up the mics? Long-time butt chugger here since the beginning. You guys really introduced me to a lot of conspiracy theories and even read some of my problems on the battlefield of love.
Awesome.
And confessional. Thank you for everything you do. But the closing question I want to close this episode on is, would there ever be a reason that you two would hang up the mics?
That's a great question. And I'll say I don't ever foresee there being a situation where it would be a me against you thing. I don't think it would ever be a thing where we have a falling out. I don't see that.
It would be I think it's run its course, buddy.
It'd run its course, or
one of us moved, or
something.
It became a point where we couldn't get together every weekend or every week. I will say this. I thought about this. For as long as time goes on, you and I are going to be connected by this.
Sure, absolutely.
And our voices will carry on past the point of us getting together and recording.
Sure.
And if we ever stop recording, there will always be moments of, I just want to get with Rob and just record. Just like talk shit and record it. Because we fucking done it. We're fucking good at it. People listen. And you know what? It's like Ric Flair. He still wants to wrestle one last match. Mm-hmm. No matter how old and how much of a decrepit piece of shit he is, he still wants to get in the ring one last time and feel the rush. And I shouldn't say, like, there's no rush here.
Yeah,
right? But
we're not in front of people like that we can see or anything like that. But
when we do those live shows, you just like, oh, you feel.
That's what it's all about.
You feel it's an injection.
Yeah.
You
the
feel
energy.
The synergy, just the incredible height. Like, I'm the shit, man.
Yeah.
And it's empowering. But I'll say, like, we are connected by this project forever.
Right.
And looking back on it, there will always be that phase of our lives where we were making a podcast talking about aliens, monsters, ghosts, and conspiracies, and we were getting paid for it. Yeah. We were taking good care of our families.
And that's the other thing I want to say is if it ever gets to a point to where, and I hate to say this because it does sound kind of bad, but where it's not financially viable anymore.
And it feels more of like a chore than anything else.
And it doesn't seem worth it. Then I mean that's something that would.
And I think that's the part to convey to you guys. As long as you're still listening, we're still going to be here.
Absolutely.
And this isn't a matter of
whether you like us or not. We're gonna we ain't hanging it up.
And I said it just now. I'll say it again. As long as you're out there, we'll still be talking. Mm-hmm. The day that there's no more ears listening,
that's it.
Then who are we talking to? We're just two friends. Yeah. And that'll supersede all this. We're always going to be friends.
Absolutely.
We're always going to talk to one another. We're always going to be like Nick and Rob, the same Nick and Rob that listen to the X 103 and listen to What It's Like. We're still going to be those dudes that stayed up all night. We're calling the radio station over and over and over and requesting Lenny Kravitz Fly Away for what fucking unknown reason. We'll always be the dudes like, hey, Nick, go do a front flip into that building over there. Like, hurt yourself. Okay, I'll hurt myself for you.
Right.
We'll always be just those connected by the things that built our relationship up to the day that we said, you know what? You're creative. I'm creative. Let's find an outlet for this.
Right. And
then all of a sudden, that creative outlet became, holy shit, man. People are listening. People think we're funny. People want to come back every week. People want more episodes. They want to know. They want to hear more topics. And I don't feel like this is the end of our story. I feel like this is just a part of our story. And our story is going to I'm going to die long before you. I hope you understand. I'm going to have cardiac failure at some point.
Not if I have anything to do about that.
And I hope that whenever they put my ass in the fucking toilet, whenever they burn me up, I hope that you're at my funeral and they let you get up and talk about.
Oh, gladly, man.
What our friendship meant and what you don't need to talk about what I meant to you. I don't care what I meant to you. I fucking care about what we meant to each other and then like what we put into the world. And I think a really important thing to convey here is Rob and I, like we say at every episode, we fucking love you. Like, I want you to get a raise. I want you to get out of that toxic relationship. I want your kid to not be a fucking piece of shit retread. I want all of these amazing things for you. And people don't like to celebrate for other people. We want I want you to have it 1,000,000 times better than us.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I want you to have fancy cars. I want you to have a nice house. I want you to have no credit card debt.
Big dicks.
I want you to have gigantic dicks with people just climbing a fence to get into your house to see your dick.
Yeah.
And I genuinely mean that. And that's why we always say, if you're going through something good, something positive, send us an email so we can read it on the air, because we rejoice at
celebrate that shit, man.
I love that there are people that are like going through good things and they want to say, you know what? You know who I want to share this with? Nick and Rob, because we genuinely do care, and it makes us feel good.
Yeah.
And then whenever I tell, some of you may send us a story about something, and then I'll be out in the workplace or talking to people, and I'll say, you know what? Let me tell you a story about something that happened to my friend. And I may not know you, and I may not know where you've been, where you're going, where you're from, whatever. But you connected. You told me that story. You shared a part of yourself with me, so I can consider you a friend. And part of who I am as an entertainer, part of this personality that I've developed is the stories and the travels in my life. And you guys have contributed to those stories, those travels, just building that personality. And I couldn't be more thankful. You guys get about 5% of who I really am. On this show, I'm just such an amplified version of who I think I am, who I think I want to be. Mm-hmm. And if you got to know me at my true core, you would say, you know what, I think he's better than what he is on the show.
Absolutely.
I think if you knew both of us in that, just like that one-on-one connection capacity, you'd say, you know what, they're better than, we can be really big shitheads on this show. I think if you just got to know us at our core, you'd say, those are genuine humans. Those are good people, and we do love you, and we do want the best for you. I want to see you prosper. I want to see you be successful. And
that's the big thing. And I say it all the time. Is like being an adult is fucking hard.
It's really hard.
Sucks. And even if you're a kid, being an adult fucking sucks. Enjoy being a kid. Enjoy it. Don't wish you were 18, because once you're 18, that's when you really get fucked.
Yeah.
Maybe you may be getting fucked now. I don't really know, but I'm sorry if it's happening to you.
I was getting fucked when I was 14, I think.
I was 15, but yeah. But still, it's like, man, it's celebrate the little things. Celebrate, any little thing is a victory, and we're here for every step along the way for you guys. We love that. We want to see everybody fucking thrive. There's enough food on this plate or on this table for all of us to eat.
All eat.
Let's all eat.
And again, I want to reiterate, as long as you're listening, we'll keep talking.
Absolutely. I'm there.
And the day you guys stop listening, then Rob Dog and I, it's not going to be a conversation about, well, I guess we're done. It's going to be a conversation like, dude, isn't that fucking awesome, man?
Yeah. Sucks we got to kill ourselves now.
Yeah. Sucks they have to learn about us dying, and it's their faults.
Here comes the end of our blood pact.
Sucks they've taken everything from us.
Yeah.
No, but
you take this pill, I'll take this pill.
We're incredibly grateful, and this is not the end. This is the 9-year anniversary, man. Woo! What is it? 9 years. What grade would I have been in? Shit, dude.
1909. That second?
6. I was in 4th grade in 96. I was Tiger Woods for the Bio Bash. I was a black man.
Yeah. So you can be anything you want to be.
Yeah. 4th grade, Miss Skovic's class. That's when I read Indian in the Cupboard.
Hell yeah.
A lot about 1996. That's when my brother moved away to college. I got his room. I started wearing his cologne. Everyone told me I stunk. He left his deodorant behind. 96 is when I started wearing deodorant myself, Speed Stick,
nice.
Green. Had a little 13-inch Zenith tube TV. Finally got my own TV to myself in the attic.
That's pretty cool.
96 is a big year, man.
That's huge.
9 years old.
Yeah.
Look at us now. We are 9-year anniversary of this podcast, and we will make it. At this point, if you guys all stop listening tomorrow, we got to make it to 10 years.
We have to, yeah.
So even I think that's the buffer. If you guys all stop listening now, well, we will make it for another year. Mm-hmm. It might be like a once a month type of thing, but
I feel like for a 10-year though, we have to. It's got to be a live show.
You know what? I never thought about that until right now.
It has to be.
You're 100% right.
Whether it be local,
it's got to be local.
It has to be a local show, and it's got to be big.
It's got to be free.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's got to be something. We got to have a rap video filmed there. That's something I've always wanted to do.
Yeah, we've been talking about that for a long time. Poop in the bag. We got we got to do it.
We got to do something.
Yeah.
I think what we should do is get a Brohio community to all buy tickets to the same movie. And then when the movie starts, we just drag in our shit and we take over the movie theater.
We should get shut down so fast.
I don't care. We'll do something. That's a promise to you guys. We will.
I feel like whatever it is, though, it's got to be really like the whole time. It's got to be something very special where we're not streaming the live show. We're not. It's going to be tight. It's going to be closed. It's going to be really exclusive to everybody. Yeah, very intimate, but big. I want something big.
Yeah. We'll think about it.
We got a year to plan it.
We will procrastinate until month 10 and a half.
Yeah.
Then 10 and a half, we'll start talking about it, and then we'll say, oh, fuck, it's too late. Then we won't do anything.
And then we won't do anything at all.
But we'll do something. So
we'll figure it out.
Guys, 9 years, it's been a breeze.
It's been a great time.
Still remember the first episode. I still remember how far we've come, and we're not even halfway there.
Yeah. We're fucking getting Spotify awards.
Yeah, dude.
It's fucking crazy.
People call us. They're saying, hey, dude, are you really that? And I'm like, yeah, we're really that.
You're the fucking man, yeah.
Quit calling me. Quit calling my parents' house looking for me.
Fucking crazy, man. Oh, I love it.
In the meantime, we'll both say it. We love you.
We love you.
And the last thing, which is the first thing, we couldn't have done any of this without all of you.
Yeah. This isn't just 9 years for us. It's 9 years for all of us. Whether it's been, a year of you listening, but you have 9 years of back catalog to listen to. It's 9 years. We're celebrating this for everybody.
And we haven't gotten gayer. We've pretty much stayed the plane of gay.
Yeah. It's been a nice plane.
Bumpy.
Yeah, very. Yeah, there were some hiccups here and there. We got
sit in the back. It's bumpy for sure.
I tread the line of being a bottom once or twice, but I try to stay on the top.
You stay gay, and we love you.
I love you guys.
All right, YouTube.
Hell yeah, gayer than ever.
That's the 9-year anniversary episode.
Love you guys.
We got about 2% of the questions answered.
We did.
Thank all of you. And
great time. Thank you guys so much. Yeah. It means the world.
We're going to lick you on your privates.
Oh, fuck yeah.